What's up, guys? Triple C here. So today the Biker Mice from Mars DLC was released. Big shout out if you know that game. Awesome game back in the day. And of course we all want to know that they fixed the creator. There's a lot of small fixes which aren't really that important. There's two very important things that were fixed. Most of the most important things that were broken remain broken, unfortunately. And then there's one gigantic fuck up what happened with GTA races. I'll get into that after I run you through these things here. I'll very quickly do it, not to stretch it too much, so stay with me till the end here. I'm just going to continue from my tutorial on wall rides, which I did some time back. Like what remained broken, which is essential for building clean and precise. Like I showed you in that tutorial, how you benchmark with a cement bag, for example, or any other prop. If I would place this template down now, templates still rise when you place them. Congratulations. How hard can it be? I mean, I don't have any words for this. Yeah, any template you place, it's gonna rise. Great. Okay, next thing, what is partially fixed, there's a workaround for this now. What happens with normal props when you place them, they drop. So you never know where exactly you're going to place your prop because it always drops a bit. You never know where exactly it's going to place. So what you can do to overcome this now after this Biker Mice from Mars DLC, go on your rotation type, click right left once, it'll drop a bit, and then it will actually place precise where it should place. So that's a workaround for this. Very important that this got semi-fixed. At least we can place them precisely now again. It's a really big help. Okay, next thing, recovering rotations remains broken. Was such a powerful tool, but unfortunately got broken with the Cunning Stunts update, and it still is broken. So if I place these containers here, if I want to get my rotation back here, what used to be possible before the Cunning Stunts DLC, you would turn off prop stacking, go on the prop, click right left once on the orientation type, you would pick it up and you would have the same rotation back. But now it always transfers to the last rotation. So yeah, that remains broken. That's essential that they fix that. There is a workaround for this, like we had to do it back in the day on PS3. If you actually want to save your rotation, you can still do it in checkpoint, which is just a pain in the ass. So like whatever rotation you're going to put your checkpoint to, the checkpoint will actually save this rotation. So if I now take a container here, it's aligned exactly with the checkpoint. If I now place some other ones and change my rotations, and I want to get my original rotation back, I can now go to the checkpoint, I can pick it up, cancel it out again, go on my prop again, and I'll have my rotation back. So that's right now the only workaround to get your world orientation back exactly how it was. Something that definitely should be fixed. I mean, it was such a powerful tool. Okay, next we got working with templates and how rotation gets reset after you delete a base prop, which is just, I have a tutorial on how to place 100 prop templates, for example. It's such a powerful tool. Unfortunately got broken with Cunning Stunts. So what happens if I start rotating and switching? If you know my tutorial about this, you know what I'm doing right here. If you don't know, maybe watch it. I don't know if they're ever going to fix it. So if I place this now and I delete the cement bag to place my second piece of the 100 piece template, bam, rotation gets reset. I'm off to 0. Fuck it. Okay, next thing, what also remains broken, which was also an essential technique to building anything intricate, that rotations don't carry over between categories anymore. They used to do that. So if I would place a cabin up on side this building here, which is actually a compass, it's exactly north, south, east, west, this building here. And if I would now lock my rotation by going left, right, it used to be possible to switch between categories, and that rotation would carry over. It doesn't do that anymore. It's broken. You see, rotation is reset again. And like some of you guys who maybe haven't been creating that long might not really understand how important this is, but like we figured out so many intricate techniques to build the craziest stuff, and like all these techniques do not work anymore, especially with the rotation types. It's just so important, but unfortunately it doesn't work anymore. One more thing that apparently got fixed, I didn't try this out yet, but I was reading on the Social Club today, somebody said now the America props are available. So I immediately thought, okay, cool, probably the templates will not change color anymore, because that was actually because they with the America props, they were meant to be in the game with cunning stunts from the beginning. And it was just a mess up that they weren't available. They were available and for the tire hoop, for example, and they actually wanted to have them in the game, but they just forgot to enable them or whatever. So what you had, because they were available and they were present in the game, but not available in all categories. When you would save templates, there would always be a conflict in the databases because the numbers wouldn't match up, and that's why it always just reset it to color number 1, which was red, because the game didn't know how to interpret it. So now with the America props being available, this should actually work. So I'm quickly going to save a template here. Like what happened before, what still happened yesterday, was when I saved this as a template and I tested my race, all these would turn red. But wait, we're quickly going to do it now. Where are the templates? Okay, save template. Now we're going to place it. Quickly go over to my start so it's easier to see. Okay, now we placed it. Now we're going to test the race real quick. Don't save it. Let's test. Okay, looking good here. And they're still in the color they're supposed to be. So that's a really really nice fix, because it was just a joke basically, that every time you worked with a template, which is just such a powerful technique working with templates, they all turned red, or sometimes random colors. But now finally we can start building some crazy stuff with the different colors here, because we can actually work with templates. So really nice that that got fixed. But yeah, placement with the templates is still just it's a joke, you know. Like obviously when you're building simple stuff, you're not really going to realize this, but as soon as you're getting into intricate builds, precise placement is just essential, and that just doesn't work anymore. So yeah, as you saw, it just rose there. It was just rising a bit. Now if I place this here, it's also going to rise a bit. And now, of course, you can argue, yeah, you can work with benchmarking. That's true. If I build just something generic at the airport in a big wide open area, I can benchmark it, like a technique we're using since PS3. But as soon as I'm in confined spaces or working on a coaster or in stunts, there's no benchmarking anymore. You're not getting it in that crevice where you're working. So it would actually be essential that the prop really places where it's indicated and doesn't rise like it did here, you know? Like for stuff like this, who cares? But as soon as you're working on stuff where you pay attention to detail and where it's essential that the stuff places where it has to, doesn't work anymore. So yeah, I think I covered basically the most important things. Now with the GTA races, it's actually not possible to play a race on GTA mode anymore. It just got removed from the game, so you can't play any GTA race anymore. It's just the only options are non-contact and standard now, and that's of course a bummer for a lot of people who just enjoy that, throwing sticky bombs and stuff. But it also breaks a lot of game modes actually, you know. Because one thing, they didn't add the cunning stunts props to other creator modes, only to the race creator. So people, for example, play wingsuit jobs. They had to build them in the context of a GTA race. So you would get out your vehicle and then you could wingsuit through the tubes and everything. Not possible anymore. You can't get out of your car now. So, I mean, that's just a major fuck up. It definitely wasn't intended. We can just hope that the next mini DLC will come quick, because I don't think they're hot fixing anything. I'll quickly show you some examples of GTA races that just got totally fucked up with this. And yeah, well, for what it's worth, a step in the right direction, definitely. But especially with the rotation types, you know, I really, really hope that that gets fixed. But I really have also, at the same time, I have the suspicion that they're not even really aware of what they broke there and how important it was for experienced creators. So I don't know if we'll ever see that fixed. Yeah, anyways, I'll quickly jump into the GTA races and then I'm out. So yeah, right here we got my race, Teleportation Tubes. It's a race on GTA mode. It has to be on GTA mode to work because you have to be able to get out of your vehicle. You actually breach the interior of an apartment and then it teleports you to the door of the apartment across the map. Right here I got some nice footage where you actually really see the apartment, what you breach, because normally you don't see that in the race this good right here. So as you see, here's the animation, what you probably might know from the race, but now it just puts you back to the last checkpoint because we are now on standard mode. You can't be out your car on standard mode or non-contact. So the game just puts you back to the last checkpoint. Just completely broke the race 30 hours or more even down the drain because it just doesn't work anymore. GTA races are not possible anymore. So yeah, if you're playing this race right now, do what I did here, just quit out it because right now it's broken. I guess they will eventually fix this, but right now no fix for it. Okay, next up here we got a wingsuit job. This one's by Nova Crew. Mario from the Nova Crew built this one here. Really, really hard wingsuits. Very fun to play if you know a bit how to do it. There's like different tubes you can jump down from this platform, and the goal is to basically skydive through them, which is very hard. And normally you would build this in the context of a capture. So you would always respawn when you die up on the platform. You would have a parachute and all that. But because the props were only added to the race mode, the wingsuit community had to build their wingsuits in the context of a GTA race if they want to use the new props. So yeah, really a pity that stuff like this now, I can't get off my bike here to jump down there because GTA races are not possible to play anymore. Like, come on, Rockstar, like, don't even test your stuff before. It's just like ridiculous. And I mean, this will definitely get fixed. Let's just hope they do it quick. I'll quickly show you guys one example of how I would wingsuit down here just to see how it normally would look, and then I'm out. All right, enjoy guys, I'm out, peace.